the concept of the toy spirograph. Technically, that is known as epicyclic gear. You must have seen this toy somewhere and the different designs made by these. So you have these gears. So let us see one more sketch of that. So this is the standard spirograph. You have these annular gears in which these wheels fit, and for some of the designs you will use these gear strips also. You have pen provided, so what you have supposed to do is put a pen in this slot. You have got various slots here, these holes, and you have got one internal gear and you have got one external gear or annular gear. This keeps on moving inside and generates beautiful designs. Now I have simulated this spirograph in GeoGebra, which I am going to show you. So see, I have this particular outer rim which you see is my outer gear, and you have got this inner gear. Now right now I have assumed that there are 200 teeth on this annular gear and you have got 80 teeth on this inner gear. Now when you have this gear rotating around with the help of this arm, you will see that 80 and 200, 200 is not multiple of 80. So what we do is we find the LCM of these two, that works out to be 400. And when 5 of this particular rounds will complete, then you will see that 400 teeth will be there. So this point will again match at the same spot after 5 revolutions of this particular gear, and therefore you are supposed to get the 5 petaled design. Just have a look at it. Now at the end of this, the design will be complete. We have done this 400 gear travel by this particular small gear. Now supposing I change this pen position, they will see that you will get again design with 5 corners, 5 petals or whatever it is, but you will see that the design will be different. So what we do is this pen point, which is at 120 right now, I am going to change this to 80. Now let's see what happens. Okay. Now again I put animation on. Now I'll see it gets corners because this gear is going towards the end of this, sorry, exactly at the rim of that. Now if I decrease the radius, again you will see it get petal, but the design will be smaller. Let's say 50. Now I refresh this also, and then start this animation. So like this, with different combinations of these, it's possible for you to get different designs. Now here, let us see what happens if I put this pen at the center of the gear. Okay, I again refresh this. You'll see now the pen point is exactly at the center of this. Now you see what happens. Animation on. You get a circle. Again it has rotated through 200 teeth and it has come to this particular position. Now some interesting thing happens when I change this RS so that it goes and touch this center. Okay. I will see that if it goes and touches this center, and now if I put this RP somewhere here, different from center, because at center you are going to get the circle. Okay, I refresh this also, and then I start the animation. You'll see as the ratio is 1:2, you are going to have 2 petals only, but then it doesn't look like a flower, it looks like just, you see that ellipse. So as if this is one petal and this is another petal. Okay. Now what we do is we keep on changing this RP, and you'll see that you are going to get the ellipses only. Okay, we refresh this and we start animation. You'll get different ellipses. But then, supposing I take this and exactly adjust this at the rim itself, see what happens. So you'll see that I refresh and I refresh this, I start animation on. You'll see that though the point is going round this circular gear, it traces a straight line. Okay? And this is what is happening in one of the apps which is going around, some GIF is going around, where you are shown number of dots like this. Okay, number of dots. Okay, and these dots, they are going to rotate around this, say, and though dots appear to be going around, you will see that they are just tracing the straight lines. Okay. Now what I do is I remove the trace of those dots. I remove the trace and we'll see the animation again. I can, if you want, I can remove this gear appearance also. So you'll see that if I put this off, and you would put this off these arms also. And now they would be appearing to be going around. See, I put this animation on. And I'll show you this, that all these dots, if you show their trace on, then you'll see that you'll again get those straight lines. Okay, so for that what we do is we have to put this trace on and again refresh this and start the animation. See, this dot is tracing a straight line, though it is going around. Okay? So this is how that app is generated with different things. Say if I put all the dots on, trace on, then you'll see again right. Now let us have a look at how to generate the flowers with different number of petals. Okay. So for that what we do is we take this particular thing as only one dot, better. We refresh, then we show the wheel. Okay. We show the wheel. And now what we do is we take this radius as, let us say, 30. 30. Okay. And this point, we may take anything. Okay. So let it be 45, 50 or something like that. Maybe 50 I take. Right. Now what we do is we start this animation. You'll see that 30 and 200, 30 and 200, you got LCM as 600. That divided by 30 becomes 20. See? So you will get 20 petals here. So just have a look. And this will happen by 3 rounds of that gear, because each round is 200. Third round now. So if you count these, there will be 20 of these. Okay. Now supposing I take this as 60, then you'll see that this 60 and 200, again LCM is 600, and the number of petals now will become 10. So what we do is we refresh this. Okay, we refresh, and then if you start this animation, one, two, three. See, so I got 10 petals now. So depending on the radius of this small circle and depending on the radius of this point, you will see that you are going to get what is the size. This petal, whether it shows some petal outside, shows some petal inside, depends on the radius of pen point also. Say I increase this, and now I will get these petals outside. You will see that you can have multiple of these designs in one in other. So now each of this corner is surrounded by a petal, and every time you can choose different color also. So this is how you can go on making beautiful designs. In fact, there is some mathematics behind it. So just have a look at this picture. You'll see that by taking different ratios of these, by adjusting the LCM, it's possible for you to go on changing the number of petals. Okay? And by changing the pen point, you can go on having, this is the pen point outside the diameter of the gear. So you get a petal outside. So this is how it's possible to make number of designs. Okay. I'm sure you like this explanation of spirograph and epicyclic gear. This we teach to the engineering students. You may draw beautiful designs on computer screen by using this GeoGebra or on a piece of paper. You can buy a spirograph, or I got a basic one in just ₹10. Okay. I have interesting applications on YouTube, on my Blogspot. Have a look at those, and if you like those, ask your friends also to have a look at it. I thank Principal Ravi Saudekar of Vivekanand Kendra Vidyalaya, Dibrugarh, Assam, Mayuresh Gangal, Professor Abhijit Pawar. Then I got my student friends Ojas and Shubham, and a friend Professor Praveen. All of these are Joshis. They have helped me in making this video. Thank you all. If you are interested in, you can get the applet of this particular spirograph or epicyclic gear from me by writing to me on my email address vasantbarve@gmail.com. Thank you all.